Hello, this is Neville Buchanan from the Summit Church of Christ in Cold Spring, Kentucky, looking at the idea of showing hospitality. If we are to be like Jesus, we're going to have to commit our bodies, our minds, every part of us to Him on a daily basis. We're going to have to be very humble as we pick up our gift, embrace it with love and zeal, communicate with God daily. First of all, let Him tell us what He wants us to do, then actually go ahead and do it, even if we face persecution, and then at the end of the day, turn to Him in prayer and tell Him how it went. And so that being the background of Romans chapter 12, verse 12, we come to the idea of contribute to the needs of the saints, and then today, seek to show hospitality. I've chosen the story of Zacchaeus to show how he showed hospitality, and how hospitality has the idea of two people seeking something from each other. And so seek to show hospitality. It's not something that's just going to happen. In Luke chapter 19 then, he entered Jericho and was passing through, and behold, there was a man named Zacchaeus. He was a chief tax collector and was very rich. And he was seeking to see who Jesus was. But on account of the crowd, he could not, because he was small in stature. So here we have a man who's seeking Jesus, but he has an obstacle. And he overcomes his obstacle by doing two things that no one in the East would have done. So number one, he ran on ahead. And number two, he climbed up into a sycamore tree to see him, for he was about to pass that way. And when Jesus came to the place, he looked up and said to him, Zacchaeus, hurry and come down, for I must stay at your house today. So you'll notice that Jesus was also seeking Zacchaeus, and you can hear the urgency in his voice as he seeks to save those who are lost. So Zacchaeus it is, so he hurried and came down and received him joyfully. And when he saw it, when they saw it, they all grumbled. So here, instead of seeking hospitality, the Jews who were meant to have represented God and were meant to have been religious are instead grumbling and saying, he has gone in to be the guest of a man who is a sinner. And Zacchaeus stood and said to the Lord, Behold, Lord, the half of my goods I give to the poor, and if I have defrauded anyone of anything, I restore it fourfold. And Jesus said to him, Today salvation has come to this house, since he also is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek and save the lost. As you contemplate on what message Jesus is giving you from this morning devotion, what do you come up with? Here are some further ideas that you can look at. There's an exegesis here on the word rich and so on, and just go through that real fast. You can pause the video to get some more ideas. You can see the purpose. The purpose is of this conversation was to demonstrate that salvation is available to all sinners. Some other key thoughts that could jump out at you from the words in this text. And then I really like this outline. Zacchaeus the sinner, Zacchaeus the seeker, Zacchaeus the sought, and finally we find Zacchaeus the saved. Again, as I leave my place this morning of having had God spoken to me, I realize that it is my duty to show hospitality. If there is somebody that I can have a meal with today, I certainly am not going to overlook that opportunity, and I'm going to do it with great eagerness. And maybe I will find a Zacchaeus, a person who might even have obstacles, but in some way, maybe in a very limited way, but in their only way they know how, would be seeking Jesus. And if I show them Jesus and should find persecution today, why, that would be a blessing to me, and I would talk to the Father about that. God bless you as you also let God show you what He wants you to do in this day.